Okay, just close that trade out. All right, I just want to discuss this trade from earlier. I recorded it, but I wasn't speaking during the trade. I was trying to figure out how I wanted to manage it, and decided to just let it record and then discuss afterwards. So um, today, I'm not sure if I showed it, but my my target was down here at 325 ish, and my stop was up here at 329 above this bar, above this impulse. I did have a scalp target somewhere down here, but my plan was that I thought we might go down for a scalp, and then I thought we'd come back up and test bar one low, and so I wanted to scalp out here and then add it back, which is already overcomplicating it, but that was my initial plan. And but the overall trade, I wanted to exit down here, and that's a measured move down from this impulse. So my stop was up here, my main target was down here, and that's a one-to-one. And I thought it was much more likely for it to get down here and test this low than it was to get above this impulse after two really big bear bars. Um, I thought that was a good trade, and that's something that I've been looking at a lot. I mentioned it the other day. I think it was a couple days ago. Here I mentioned that I've been looking at this trade a lot, and normally when you get a small bull bar, it doesn't trigger, um, and so that's why I was kind of upset about this trade because it worked out perfectly, but I exited above the bull bar. And so I've been getting some advice um, from other BPA traders, and one in particular who's convincing me to, based on my last 4 or 5 days, he's been saying that I'm leaving a lot on the table by actually being there and over managing the trade. So, and I've been looking at it, and it's really good advice because I often just, even if it's even if there's a reason to exit, like a good bull bar or whatever, um, if the initial setup is strong enough, sometimes it's better to not get in your own way and to just leave the trade and let it work, and then you can make adjustments based on that. Um, and so that's the advice that's been kind of stuck in my head. And I'm thinking, so I thought today, let me just do that. Let me sell here, put my stop up here, put my target down here, and then just leave. And then I thought, wait, I don't have to leave necessarily. I just know that, like I showed the other day here, it's possible that it's not just one small bull signal bar. If it's Because I've looked at a lot of these setups, and so if it's going to reverse, it probably has to go up very sharply, or it has to have two consecutive big bull bars, and then you can think about exiting. But these small little bounces, dojis or small bull bars, don't need to scare you out. If that happens, just stay in, keep your measured move target where it's supposed to be, and just stay in the trade. So today that was my thought, which is why I did not exit above this bull bar with a doji. I mean, with a tail on top. I said I'm gonna stay in. I didn't say that, but I thought it. Um, and and so today I took the trade with that in mind, that I want to just leave it. I don't want to do anything to it unless of course I get two good bull bars, or one bull bar, one bull signal bar, and then a strong entry bar, because those are the ones that I would normally not be in. I would normally exit above the bull signal bar, but this time I said, how about I wait for two strong bull bars, because on September 14th, which is another situation like this, so it's a high one buy and then a strong breakout bar. We got two strong bull bars and then a small bear signal bar, and I exited. I don't know if I exited below there or I didn't take it or something, but or maybe I didn't take it, but I just noticed it recently. Actually, yeah, that's right. I don't think I took this trade. I think when I was analyzing the one from the other day, I saw this and realized that um, I don't have to necessarily exit below a small bear signal bar if the move before it is very strong. So, um, so I committed to not exiting above a small bull bar and just leaving my target where it is. And then as the second bull bar started to accelerate, it not only did it accelerate up, but it held there for like 2 minutes. At that point, I thought, okay, I gave it a chance. I waited for the bull bar to close. I waited for the bull signal. I didn't exit above the bull signal. I gave it time. And now it's just accelerating against me. And I'm looking to the left, and it's 2 legs up, very strong rally, and we're bouncing off support right here. So what's the point? Like, what's the point of staying in? Let me just cut my losses, and um, and it's still a good thing to exit here because my realistic target is down here for a 1-to-1, and I'm not even exiting at a 1R. I'm exiting at half R, so that's pretty good. So that's in the long term, that's pretty good because I'll make 1R when I'm right, and I'll just lose. If I cut early here, I'll lose half R. And somehow I managed to get out at the top tick, and it went all the way down to my target. And so I was just reflecting on, why are you doing these? Like, why is it so difficult to just leave the target where it is? Like, why is that so hard? And I think it's just short-term thinking, and it's hard to, because every day I say, then tomorrow I'm going to hold it. Tomorrow I'm going to hold it, and every tomorrow I don't hold it, and there comes a point where you have to wonder what is happening in that moment that is not allowing me to hold it. And when you're in the trade, all that matters is the money at risk on that particular trade. And to know that I was going to lose $15 if it went up here, it's so hard to not be short, to not be a short-term thinker in that moment, that I'm going to lose $15 today, and it's going to mess up my P&L for today, and it's going to put a dent in my P&L for the last month. And I think it's just ingrained short-term thinking, to only think about today, only think about today's trade, and just not see the bigger picture. And so now I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of that. And so I'll just show the last 5 days or last 6 days. Oh yeah, I didn't show my P&L. So I lost $9. So I'll just show the last 6 days and why I've been kind of really reflecting on it the last week, last 7 days, is like here. I bought here after 2 good bull bars, and I exited here. I think it's okay because it's a trading range day, but I exited here and it went up 3 times my profit target. So it went up way more than a measured move of these 2 bull bars, these 3 bull bars. So I would have made 3 times as much. Even if I don't exit, wait for the whole thing to get there. If I just scalp out a little bit and leave some, that's okay. Here, big gap down, 2 strong bear bars. I sold the close. I exited above a bull bar, but it went down 3 or 4 times as much as I thought it would, and it reached my measured move target, which was down here. So that's kind of what I came in today with, and that's when it really struck me that, like, I have a serious problem, because if I'm saying that today is the day I'm gonna hold, and no matter what I'm gonna hold, and then I still can't hold, and I exit on the high tick, I mean, that's a problem. So that's when I started really thinking, like, what is it? Like, what's holding me back from this? And I just can't stand to lose on an individual day, on an individual trade. I can't find it in me to think long term and say, yes, today you'll lose $15. Even if it goes all the way up and stops you out, you'll lose $15 or you'll lose $20. But if you just did this the last 7 times that you did it, even the last 4 days, if you did this exact same thing, you'd be up like $50 or something, you know? So yeah, you lose 15 today, but you would have already made $50. So I don't know, like, I really gotta figure it out. And that doesn't mean I have to swing everything. It just means you just have to do what you say you're gonna do. And that's the big issue. It's not that I have to become like a buy and hold or sell and hold swing trader. It just means that if you're committed to doing something, and you say you're gonna do it on this trade, you have to get better at doing it, at doing that thing that you committed to. And that's what I'm struggling with right now. So long rant, but just yeah, it just became very clear to me today that I'm really struggling with this. So I got to get better at it.